Welcome to the Wisconsin Wrestler Podcast with your co-hosts Teague Fenwick and Steve Lurkwood.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the Wisconsin Wrestler Podcast. I'm your host, Teague Fenwick, coming to you live from Holman. Joining me, as always, from Koshkonong, my co-host, Steve Lurkwood. Steve, great to be here.
Pumped to be here, Teague. Great week. Great week last week. Great week this week. Just fun times. Good times.
Yeah, we are going on 5 days of wrestling content in a row, if you include the bracket reveal yesterday.
And folks, I will tell you, I see the comments coming already. We literally were scheduled to be on time. Actually, we were trying to start early because, hey, by the way, happy birthday to my wife. She's beautiful as ever, and we wanted to go a little bit early so that we could get upstairs, and I could anyway. Teague's not coming down to Fort. He's going to stay in Holman tonight, but got some cake and presents, so I thought try to start a little early, and you know what? As always, snafus happen.
Jamie, one of the most understanding and patient people ever. Happy birthday, Jamie Lurkwood.
She's awesome. She's awesome.
She is. All right, Steve. Well, real quick, got our gear.
Yep.
Looks like you are rocking your Sun Prairie West shirt tonight.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this one for a while. It's been hanging up there for a couple months now. I can't remember when you gave this one to me, but she's been there for a while and ready to pull it out and put in the old repertoire. I had a shirt on. What shirt? And I swear, folks, this is how it goes. Like, I'll wear, I usually wear like an undershirt. Like one of my T-shirts is a undershirt. I'll throw a sweatshirt on or a sweater or some kind. I usually have an undershirt on no matter what I wear. Today, the school got hot. Can you imagine that? Because it was pretty warm out, and I pulled her off, and you'll never guess. I'm carrying – not good for when you're in a Badger Conference school, and I got Wanakee shirt on underneath. So someone's like, where did you get that? Yeah. And I seriously don't look. I usually just pull out – it's a black T-shirt, you know. I'm like, okay, pop that one on. And yeah,
which we have black is a pretty popular color in our repertoire.
Yep. That works.
Well, and I am wearing, maybe I should have washed this before, but I'm actually wearing an event-worn quarter zip given to me by Chad Bogatz of Bonduel. And they say small-town Wisconsin folks will literally give you the shirt off their back. Well, no exaggeration to that statement. There's a fun story to how I got this one, Steve, but we'll save that when we get to that regional.
We'll wait for that one, absolutely.
Also, it is the postseason time. I know we have folks that tune in to both of the recap shows. So the boys' brackets came out yesterday, and that means Pick the Podium is open, where you want to pick all 4 divisions, I think, once the fourth one comes out, so you can be in contention for the grand prize. And a great time. Steve's already working on his. I don't want to say it's a project, but if you really want to do it well, you're going to take a little time on it. We do have prizes from Defense Soap, our sponsor Livet, Team Nazar, and what's this Y? That's bad. That's a bad look.
I don't know. I can't see it, Teague. So the Y. Yeah, I don't know.
It is Defense Soap. Yes Athletics.
Yes Athletics.
Big supporter of girls wrestling. So if you win one of the divisions, you get to pick between one of those 4. I did win the Team Nazar subscription last year and got me a lot better at wrestling. And the grand prize, well, we don't have the grand prize determined yet, but I think the last couple of years it was a Flow subscription. I think 1 year it was tickets to an NCAA session. So it is grand, so you want to get in on that action. Remember, there is an app for it. I don't know if Steve's doing the app or on his desktop.
Yeah, I'm doing mine for familiarity purposes. I'm doing mine on my computer. But Teague, best advertisement I can give for it is I could even figure it out. So, folks, it's pretty darn easy.
And with technology, if you can figure it out, then a lot of people can figure it out, Steve.
Thank you.
For the rest of our action this week, we have the guys. We're going to be talking about sectionals tomorrow, just the team races, and then talking about how the new brackets look, when we change our picks with that, and whatnot. So that is team-centric. And course, the girls Mega Stream Thursday, Lady Smith not division. It's the Lady Smith girls at Sectional A on Friday, and then the St. Croix Falls at Team Sectional on Saturday. So it's just that time of year, Steve. We have the opportunity to do a lot of fun coverage for the sport right now.
Absolutely. Traveling up to Highway 8.
And
North of Highway 8 for you.
Steve, before we get into milestones, anything else for the folks tuning in?
Yeah, no, I mean, do I? Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know if you're going to point out to Angie's comment over there, but
here I did not see Angie's comment.
No, already just
yeah.
When a guy's down, he just like starts kicking her. She starts kicking him. Like I literally got to my phone after. Oh, by the way, Teague, reffing my first postseason ever. I reffed on Friday night, and I got done. Ours was probably we had some of the lowest numbers, and we got done. I'd say around 8:30 or so. And I get to my phone, and EJ Pilarski's already sending me pictures. And, hey, the girls wanted me to send this to you. And Angie, I'm telling you, Teague and I made these picks in October. So, not bad. Not bad. I think I had you guys at second. So let's not kick the guy while he's down too much.
That's we didn't get a lot of there wasn't a lot of comments about the girls' picks, but the ladies listen because they. Yeah. Trust me, that's why I'm wearing this quarter zip right now.
They let you know. Yeah, and I do have a real quick public service announcement, folks. And I think I'm going to make it tomorrow too, T, because I think this is more centered around the guy side. But, folks, I just want to let you know that Teague does not work. Teague Fenwick is great. He does a lot of things, and he's very knowledgeable about all things Wisconsin wrestling. But, folks, he does not work for the WIAA. So just want to let you know
and I do not, and I'm not one of the coaches that votes for any of the systems.
Other than being knowledgeable, he has zero influence. So I just want you to everybody to know that before before conversations are had with T, because he's a great guy and he's going to listen and he's going to be consoling and do everything he can. But he's not like I said, T cannot make any changes.
Yeah, not like, and just to clear, not like anyone came at me personally. It's just when you get done with the long day in the gym and then you have the bracket reveal the next morning and maybe you're just all wrestled out for a few hours, getting messages about the brackets that people don't, it's just a little overwhelming. Steve, I appreciate that. Yes.
That's right. So absolutely, Angie. That's I love it. I love that people are following. So we appreciate you.
Yeah, means they're listening, right? Well, hey, we have a couple milestones from last week. First and foremost, from Holman, Caitlin Lambries becomes the first Holman wrestler on the girls' side to hit 100 career wins, still in her junior campaign. So shout out to you, Miss Lambries. Then, Steve, I saw a post in our milestone comments. It was Mary Prescott holding a banner, and I thought we already did Mary Prescott's 100 wins. Well, Mary Prescott got her 100th pin, Steve.
Nice.
At regionals this week.
Congratulations, Mary.
Yeah, only a month and a half after bi-state, so pretty good pin, pretty good bonus point ratio, as the experts would say. And that's not a long list of milestones on that one, but it's all right.
And I cover dual meets, folks, and there were none. So there you go. Back to you, Teague Fenwick.
So this week I put it in the description as well, but this is a team-centric. I think even with time constraints, I wouldn't be able to look at a lot of individual results. Plus, the big storm is at sectionals this Friday, right? So this is team-centered. We go through the top 5 teams in each regional, talk about if our picks were right or not, maybe some other team things that stood out to us. Naturally, we still looked at some brackets, so there might be an individual match or two brought up along the way. I know Steve was perusing a lot of regional brackets yesterday. Steve, do you want me to talk about our scores with the regional picks now or later?
Yeah, why don't you do that now? That way, if I won, I can rip on you for the whole show. If not, then we can just forget about it.
Well, there were 32 regionals to choose from, and I was the more confident of the two. And lo and behold, Steve and I both had a whopping 15 out of 32.
15. So we predicted 15 champions correctly, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. Which, in terms of batting average, is excellent.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, that's like slightly below 50%. So that's not bad.
And I would say the one thing we were right on is that there would be a lot of teams that we don't pick that really had a numbers boom. And I think that's where we saw some of it. Some teams just straight up out wrestled other teams. And it was, yeah. So I noticed this, Steve. Regionals is somewhat less of a numbers game than last year now.
Correct. Yeah. With the higher, numbers in general are getting better, but also, content of wrestling it's just getting better and better every single year on the girls' side.
So let's get into it. Of course, starting in sectional A. Oh, Maddie Peach. Maddie Peach also hit 150 wins in the regional finals. Oh, Jeremy, I feel like you might have messaged me about it. Yeah, sorry if I remember, folks. Put it in the milestone status, but yeah, because I got a lot of messages about milestones. I just did not peruse through it all.
I know that excuses are not good, but we got out of the gym close to 11 o'clock on Saturday, and guess what?
I know we don't charge for content, but if someone wants to read our DMs, I will give you $100, or you can pay us $100 to read our DMs for an hour. So, Maddie Peach, shout out on a 150. And we'll get a post out for Maddie as well. Okay. Let's go. Regional 1, Ladysmith Regional.
Yeah, I guess
Superior.
Superior.
We picked Ladysmith, Steve, and it worked out. Because the top 5 teams, Hayward Northwood 74, Synergy 87, Spooner Webster 93, Superior 118.5, and a Ladysmith with 193 points. So the Lumberjills came, saw, and conquered, Steve. Don't know what else to say on this one.
They absolutely did. And we picked you said you and I both picked Ladysmith, right? I'm trying to get the flow of how we're going to do this here. We'll figure it out. I just took a look, Teague, and I took at the top teams. Are we picking then our sectional pick? Is that how we're doing it? Sorry, we'll
do that after the 4th regional. How about that?
4th regional. Okay, So let's just go here. I'm just going to say the teams with the most at sectionals. You got Cadott with 5. Clear Lake has 5. Eau Claire North, SCF all have 5. There are 2 teams that have 6. Hudson and Ladysmith both have 6 at that sectional. And Teague, I'll wait till the end to get my one match that I found. So I got to remember that.
At the end, the one match from like the whole sectional or what?
Yeah, sorry, folks. My notes got better as we go. So I just gave you the whole sectional. So I'm pretty much going to have nothing for the rest of this one. So you bet.
Hey, we're figuring out, Steve, you can just say it again too. Well, you better have something to say about this next one because top 5 at the St. Croix Falls Regional. Turtle Lake Clayton was 60, Osceola 112, Clear Lake 135.5, St. Croix Falls 165. We both picked St. Croix Falls. Steve brought it up last week. This team could beat them, and the ladies of Unity came through 187 points for the win.
They did. It was a great team effort by them. Unity, don't necessarily know if they'll be in the sectional race. They only have 4 that went to sectionals, but they definitely overcame St. Croix Falls with sheer numbers. We talked about the numbers game, and there it is. So, Teague, why don't we do this? Why don't we switch off every other? That way you're not doing all the top 5. I'll do the top 5 for the next 2, and then we'll just go back and forth. How's that sound?
You got it.
We are at the Hudson Regional, so we have 5th place River Falls at 75. Baldwin Woodville, 4th place at 98.5. Prescott, 3rd place, 103. 1 point in front of them, St. Croix Central. And your champion was Hudson with 163 wrestlers. And I mentioned that earlier. Hudson qualified 6 wrestlers to the next level.
Well, Steve, you picked Hudson. I picked Prescott, and Prescott with their 3rd place finish. They're the girls' team on the rise. I won't say I was wrong. I was just a little early. How about that?
There you go. Absolutely. And the last regional from this one, and then we'll talk a little bit the sectional team race, but we have 5th place, McDonald Central, 46 points. Chippewa Falls, 67. Eau Claire North,
nice.
And 143. Your runner-up, Cadott, 144, and Eau Claire Memorial, Teague. I think surprising both, obviously based on our picks, both you and me, they were the champions with 161.
Yeah, I don't regret the Cadott pick because they were somewhat of a sleeper team in here, and we always it's always fun when we pick opposite teams and then another team wins. So shout out to the old Abes, or we'll call them the old Avas maybe for the girls team. But yeah, I want to say Jake was in the chat earlier, and Jake is looking to give us some Cadott gear when we go up north. So you're welcome, Steve. I think I earned us both gear with that Hornet pick.
Love it.
And also somewhat bad news. Steve will not be at Ladysmith because we have to set up at St. Croix Falls on Friday night. So we're going by committee. I'll be there, though, to grab those shirts, Jake. You should message us so we don't forget, and I'll get you those shirt sizes. And, Steve, for the sectional analysis, you have Hudson. I have St. Croix Falls. Hey, still feel great. St. Croix Falls could have a day and win. I'm guessing you're feeling pretty good about your Hudson pick right now.
I'm feeling pretty good about Hudson. Hudson has 6 there, and, this is apples and oranges, right? Hudson scored 150 150 of their regional points are going on to sectionals. Another team that could surprise us both, Teague, is Ladysmith. Ladysmith has 6 qualifiers, and they had, of those 6, there's 180 regional points. If that's making sense, that's the points going to sectionals. Once again, different regionals, but I thought that's important to note. But Cadott could be the wrench in that one as well. So, but yeah, I'm still sticking with my Hudson pick. I feel pretty solid on that. And then Teague, I did. Is this where you want me to say the one? I'm just going to try. What I tried to find was one weight class because I probably won't be on your picks with you. But I did find one weight class. Is now where you want me to say it?
Yeah.
100 pounds right off the get-go. Here's what's very intriguing. Pop up that bracket if you get a chance, folks. Round 1. This is a round 1 battle. Shelby Garcia versus Mackenzie Simonson. Shelby is from Bruce, and Mackenzie's from McDonald Central. Round 1, both wrestlers 32-5, and we got to see those wrestlers go at it, and they are tough.
Woof. All right. Sectional B. Starting with the Merrill Regional. 5th place, Wabino Leona, 3 legs, 82.5. Ryan Lehner, 4th with 86. Lakeland, 3rd with 125. Tomahawk, 2nd with 227. And Merrill, your champs, with 277 points. Steve, we both went with the Blue Jays.
We did, yeah. They have 8 qualifiers, and 5 of those qualifiers were first. So, congratulations. So, I will move on to we have the Lena Regional. Sturgeon Bay, 5th place, 77 points. O'Connell Falls, the Panthers, had 82. Green Bay United at 135.5. Southern Door, your runner-up at 178.5. And Teague, tell me if you've heard this before.
What regional are you on right now?
Am I on the wrong one?
Yeah,
Regional B. Oh, I jumped to the 4th one, so we'll just skip that one, right? So I went to the 4th regional, my folks. 4th regional and regional B, correct?
Yeah, we're looking at the 2nd one right now.
Yeah, do you want me to jump back to that one?
Yes,
right.
that'd probably be preferred.
I have no idea how I did that. All right. And I don't have to filter, so that's good. All right, folks, remember that when we get to the 4th one, we'll repeat it because I'll be bringing you that one as well. But Regional 2, which was in Edgar, 5th place, Spencer Columbus Granton, 66 points. 4th place, Thorpe Owen Withy. They had 76. Stratford had 107. They were in 3rd. 2nd place, runner-up, Stanley Boyd, 185.5. And Edgar was your champions in that one. They had 251 points.
Steve, that was one we had opposite picks on. You went Stanley Boyd. I went Edgar. And I picked Edgar. I didn't expect them to be almost fielding a full team and winning by this much. So shout out to the Edgar ladies.
Yeah, and anyway, I'm good.
Yeah, what's up?
No, I was just gonna say we were 1-2. I was gonna say that I picked the 2nd team and not trying to say, hey, I was close and shed some more light. I'm just saying, hey, for preseason picks, it just shows the homework that was done for both of us because hey, we had number 1 and number 2 on that one.
We'll take it.
Yeah, patting myself on the back is what I'm doing right there. I had a rough day at school today.
Dang.
Yeah,
They
no, it was good. I'm just joking.
they must not know that you're a micro celebrity.
Oh man, I'm a legend in my own mind, right? No, I was just joking. It was a good day today.
All right, Wausau West Regional top 5 teams. Steve, I'll just take this whole one here. We got Shawano in 5th with 97. DC Everest in 4th with 100.5 points. Wittenberg Burnhamwood at 3rd place with 129. Wausau West, your runner-ups with 240 points, and coming into town, your champions, the Bears of Abonduel. And
Bears.
Steve, it was one of those nights you don't think about much when you're driving to a wrestling tournament, and then I get there, and one of my first interactions is with Chad Bogat and the Bonduel gals, and Chad makes sure he's like, yeah, I didn't bring you any gear because you didn't pick us, obviously joking. Nice. Yeah, because he said he was going to get us some. So we were giving each other flack about that all throughout the night. Of course, I was wearing my Wausau West hoodie as well throughout most of the evening. Funny thing that happened during the wrestling, of course.
He had that on.
Leah Kapla was there, so her parent, the Kaplas, were there, who took us to wherever that was in Madison between state sessions. So we went and we chatted about that. I got peer pressured by the Pulaski parents to hang out after. And you'd be proud of me, Steve. I said no, but also Trenton Gibbons' dad was there. Cool. I know a state finalist one year for sure. Yep. And he also did not like my Wausau West gear. He gave me he gave me his own Pulaski quarter zip to wear for the rest of the tournament. So I was wearing a lot of different shirts that night. I got to talk to Rita Huffman for a little bit while we were watching matches at Matt's side. It was a great time, and I kept looking at the teams where I'm like, oh, it's pretty close. And then Bonduel took the lead, and they just ended up running away with it, Steve. They had a great semi-session, and yeah, it was. So at the end, I was giving all the regional champs Jolly Ranchers. I gave the team champs Jolly Ranchers. And in some type of jersey swap, Chad Bogat takes off his quarter zip and gives it to me to wear. He's like, there's your clothes. And I still have it. I guess he must have another one. But I'll tell you what, these are nice. We all had fun with it. I ended up in a TikTok with the girls, which I hope I don't see that out there somewhere because I was really bad at dancing. But it was about as fun as a regional could get. Because the team race was fun. We had fun with the pick stuff afterwards. And the final session, that was one of the best rounds of matches I think I've seen, Steve. It was back and forth with a lot of the matches. And the excitement level was high. Not a big tournament in a big field house, but you could feel the energy. But, Steve, I do have one individual match to talk about. And how fitting that we were at Wausau West Fieldhouse with one of their coaches, Dr. Matt, owner of Livet, our sponsor
nice.
Of the Livet Barn Burner of the Week, because I got to see it firsthand, Matt's side, the 100-pound final. Here is your Livet Barn Burner of the Week. We had Danica Spetz of DC Everest, Caitlin Kronig of Bonduel. The first period, it started off roaring. It was 11-9. They traded takedowns with the near falls. Kronig did have the lead going into the second period. Going into the second, Spetz got a takedown with some near fall. And then another lead change as Kronig got a reversal with 4 near fall. That made the score at 17-14 going into the third period. Well, Spetz got a reversal, and she went to work on top, ended up getting a turn, but Kronig did not get pinned. The score was 18-20, Steve, and you saw the video online. Kronig was this close to a reversal, probably a half second away. Shout out to the ref, Jared Swino, on his composure during that. So close to knotting things up at 20, but Spetz had the comeback. She held on for the win, won the 100-pound title in the Livet Barn Burner of the Week.
Nice. And you were there for it. I mean, that's what's pretty cool.
And yeah, I got a couple texts throughout the night because there were some high-scoring affairs, and Matt was texting me saying, barn burner right here? So that's great. I'm glad we have people looking out for us in that. But Yeah, that's what I got on Wausau West. Sorry, that was a lot, but I was there.
No,
It was a great
You bet.
experience, and yeah.
Hey, if you're at it, you got to give it its due justice, right? I mean, there's more while you're there. There's just stories that develop that we can't tell from looking at a computer screen
box
and
score.
the box
Yeah.
scores. Yep.
All right,
So.
Steve. Regional
Hey.
3?
No,
wait,
just did regional
4. Yeah.
Yeah, it was so good, Teague. Let's do it again. 5th place, Sturgeon Bay Sevastopol had 77. 4th place, O'Connell Falls, 82. Boy, if there's not Vuja Day going on right now. Green Bay United, 3rd place, 135.5. Your runner-up, Southern Door, 178.5. And Bayport was your champion with 268.5 points.
And we both picked
right.
Bayport. Bayport just cannot be stopped right now.
Yeah, as far as and who do we have for the sectional, Teague?
Well, Steve, you have Bayport. I have Pulaski. Pulaski with out a couple of their hammers. I think their numbers aren't as high as I anticipated from last year's numbers. And, yeah, well, you have Bayport, so do I congratulate you early on your sectional pick being right?
Well, are you saying they're not? Are you saying Bondwell is not going to compete with them? I just want.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm just wondering because here's the bottom line. Edgar has here's your top 5 teams as far as qualifiers. Merrill has 8. They had 5 champions. Edgar has 7. They had 3 champions. Who is SB is Stanley Boyd. Stanley Boyd, 5 champs. I'm sorry, 5 qualifiers with 3 champs. Bondwell and Bayport each have 9 qualifiers. Bondwell had 5 champs and Bayport had 7. So that's the breakdown. So I think don't hand the mantle to me too quickly, although Bayport has been pretty good. Teague, I'm going to tell you that as far as my scrolling through brackets, 152 folks, if you get to take a look, you have Olivia Hoffrichter on the top, 43-2 from Anago. Then you have Maddie Hurt of Bondwell, 45-4. You have Miss Borkart, who you got to see from Wausau West, 31-9. And then on the bottom side, Renesmee Rhodes of Bayport, 35-9. So 152 is going to be an amazing bracket at that sectional.
Love it. Before we get into sectional C, a couple of comments to touch up on. Justin, you do not need to start a petition to put us in charge of the WIAA because I feel like we do a swell job as podcasters, and we do not need to be the villains in the scenario. No matter what we would do, we would be the villains. So I appreciate the sentiment, but no, do not start that petition. Jeremy, you could definitely be available for consultation services. Doug, the Ladysmith coach. Doug, I heard you're a great guy, by the way, which I know that from interactions, but heard a lot of Doug Moore hype. He is the Ladysmith coach. I'm excited to get there. And Andrew, you did not miss Marshfield. We are going to be getting there in 2 regionals. All right, so I'll start us off at Mondovi, Oliva Strum. This was a rough sectional in the picks department. Osseo Fairchild, Augusta Fall Creek, 5th with 84.5. Mondovi, Oliva Strum, 4th with 110. Whitehall, 3rd with 116. Arcadia, 2nd with 138. And a Black River Falls, 205 points, Steve. I don't know if we talked about them in the preseason, but Lordy, they brought the noise. And we both picked Mondovi, Oliva Strum.
We both did. And Mondovi, where were they? I don't have that regional up.
4th.
I got the next one up. They were 4th. Wow. Yeah, I don't have any notes specific on that one, so I'll just pop right into the next regional. And yes, here we are, Marshfield. Top 5 teams. Stevens Point, 5th place, 89. Assumption Pacelli, 95. 3rd place, Nakusa Port Edwards, 118. Your runner-up, Wisconsin Rapids, 164. Your champions was Marshfield, 196.5 points.
And Steve, I didn't think about the Nakusa split when it happened with Assumption, but Marshfield still almost beats the combo of Nakusa and Assumption's co-ops, and I think we're starting to see now with the Tigers that the Ava Gardner, Erica Slesniko effect taking shape here with the numbers and the talent that they're bringing to the table.
Yes. So, Teague, did we both pick Nakusa Port Edwards?
Yes.
We did. Okay. Well, there we go again. Eating crow with Marshfield. It's kind of how it goes. It's
That is
pretty
yes.
much what we do.
All right. Girls Regional 3. Holman. Onalaska 5th with 77. West Salem Bangor 4th with 114. La Crosse 3rd, 117. Toma, runner-ups with 184.5. And the champions, Holman, with 218. We both picked Holman.
And we were both correct. Nice job, us.
Nice job, us.
Holman looking really good. I'm pumped. I'm pumped for the team race this year at State Teague. I think it's going to be one heck of one. Here we go. Your not last regional in this one. Watoma Wild Rose, top 5 schools. Wisconsin Dells, 109.5 points. Princeton Green Lake, 4th place, 125.5. Mauston Necedah, home of Teague Fenwick, 3rd place, 129. Reedsburg, the Beavers, 155.5. Your champion, Watoma Wild Rose.
Yeah, just looks like the Vaughn girls called in the cavalry for this year. I don't know. It was a close team race. I enjoyed my Reedsburg pick there, but yeah, shout out to Watoma. We picked different teams, didn't go with the Hornets, and even cooler that they got to win it in their home gym.
Right on. I'm sorry, you said we both picked Reedsburg?
I went Reedsburg, you went Westfield.
I did. Huh. Well, all right. Better luck next year for me on that one. Yeah, Sectional B, I have 3 teams to make note of. Black River Falls has 7 qualifiers with 4 regional champs. Marshfield, 7 qualifiers also. They had 3 regional champs, and Holman had the most out of this sectional. 8 sectional qualifiers, and 4 of them were champs. Teague, I think, although this one ended a pin, I think the weight class of note is 145. Riley Hanrahan. They're going to be on opposite sides. They're in the same regional, but Riley was 20-0, obviously Black River Falls. And Layla Risler of Mondovi, Oliva Strum, 43-1. That one ended a pin, but they get to see each other for 2 weeks in a row, most likely 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah, there's going to be some fun second place races there, but that might be the match around the state.
Right on.
If not one of the match, yeah. And team-wise, we both went Holman. I personally feel good about Holman still.
Yeah, me too. I'm not.
All right,
I'm not
good.
changing.
We need a non-Holman source on that.
Oh, well. Yeah, good point. Well, I mean, dare we eat crow 2 weeks in a row with Marshfield coming through, right?
We will find out in just a few short days. Hortonville Regional going to Sectional D. 5th place, Appleton West. 4th place, Hortonville. 3rd place, New London. Runner-ups, Shiocton, 196. And your champs, the Lady Rockets of Neenah, 241. We both picked Neenah, Steve.
That was a good pick for us. Nice job. And a great – what's that? I'm sorry.
It was, yeah.
We did good. I mean, right? We got it right. And Shiocton, we've watched them all year long doing real well as well. This next regional, Teague, you and I did not do well in our picks. It was at Wrightstown, home of the Tigers. God, Tigers. 5th place, Deep Here with 80 points. Freedom was in 4th place at 106. Freedom was last year's state runner-up on the girls' side. 3rd place, West Pier, 116 points. Wrightstown, the Tigers, 117.5 points. And out of nowhere, Teague, Appleton North, the Lightning, win this regional with 129.5 points.
Catching lightning in a bottle, taking home the regional title. I don't even know if we talked about them as contenders before the year. So
I don't
shout
think
out to them for the work they put in the offseason. Now Regional 3, where
sorry, you got to read the comments.
I read Andrews. I'm used to it at this point. Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Regional 3, Mishicot, Kewanee 5th, Kewanee and Two Rivers were 5th. Mishicot 4th, Manitowoc Lincoln 3rd, Menasha 2nd, and Kimberly, Steve, 1st with 216. Looks like on the benefit of having a nearly full roster. Like you still got to wrestle well to pick up 216 points.
That you do. We've got to see Kimberly, twice this year? Live in person. They wrestle very well as a squad.
And
Okay,
that brings us to
last
our last
regional. Yeah, that's me is Valders, home of the Vikings. 5th place, New Holstein, 71 points. North Fond du Lac, St. Mary Springs, 121 and 4. Chilton Halbert, conference champs, 148. Oshkosh, West and North, 151. Teague Winneconne was your champion with 192.5 points. We definitely are some stats here in a second after you talk about our picks. We definitely overlooked the Lady Wolves.
Well, let's not say we. You went with Chilton Hilbert. I did pick Winneconne to win this one.
No kidding. Really? Did you change that one to a couple days ago? Or
no, I think if I look at the graphic, it says Winneconne. Yeah, one out of 4 in your old neck of the woods, Steve.
Yeah, not good. Not
it's a tough pill to swallow. Well, how about sectionals where I have Nina, you have Menasha? I'll just start off. You have some good stats. Is this where Freedom, with their bevy of hammers, sneaks into the top of the team race?
I don't know. I don't think Freedom has the power to do that this year. They just because Nina has 5, right? Stockton has 5. Hortonville's got a solid 4. New London 5, just kind of popping through. Kimberly 5 at sectionals. Menasha, Teague. Here's one thing that's on my side. They have the most, along with Winneconne, at 6 sectional qualifiers. Menasha had 4 champs. Here's what's impressive about your Winneconne pick. They had 6 champs. All 6 of them were first place. That is outstanding. So I think the sectional is pretty much up in the air. But, Teague, my bracket of the week, folks, is I'm on the wrong sectional, but that's okay. Folks, you need to take a look at 126 pounds.
Yeah.
Let me pop it up real quick. Well, I don't need to pop it up. You have Kyle Krzyzewski at what?
Sorry, it does sound like you said Kyle, but you said Kylie. You're good.
Oh, did I? Okay. Well, maybe I said Carl. Who knows? But I was I'm trying to. I apologize.
KK.
KK. I'm trying to do 2 things at once, and it's not working. But this just in, Taya Johnson is on the bottom side of the bracket, and I'm trying to figure this out here, Teague. I got a back click here. That's at Stevens Point, correct? That's where we're at for that sectional.
I believe so.
Yeah, I want to make sure I'm right on this one.
No, Holman's in Stevens Point. You sent me a picture of the bracket, so
it is
This is tough. Did you just send it to me, or did you send it with me and someone else?
No, I got it right here. Here it is. Okay, she is Chesney Bartosik at 40-1. She is on the top side, so she will be wrestling KK in the semifinal. So that's what I was looking for. I apologize, folks, for the delay. I kept on 3 times, went to the exact same bracket. I'm like, nope, that's not it. But 126 at the Wapaka sectional is going to be lights out. Thank you, Steve. Where were you 20 seconds ago when I needed you, buddy?
30-second delay. That's what got him.
I know. He was probably clicking right away trying to help me out. I appreciate it. Us Steve's got to stick together. Oh, man. Now I'm kind of...
Speaking of KK, the Kercheskis and Stella Pettit must love wrestling. And I'm sure there was more. This is just what I saw at Green Bay Preble. But the Kercheskis were there with their dad, and Stella was hanging around with them too, watching. And they stayed there for the whole tournament, Steve. And you know how long that tournament was. So that says something after the Friday night turnaround.
Are you serious? They were there the entire time?
Yep.
No.
All right, sectional E.
I meant no, meaning like, I just have nothing else to say because it's not going to be positive. So let's just go on to the next one.
Regional 1. Oh, this was a fun one. Regional 1, Richland Center. Basketball and DeSoto tied for 4th with 93. Prairie du Chien 3rd. Richland Center 2nd with 185. Kickapoo Lafarge Youth Initiative winning this one by the skin of their teeth at 189 points. Steve, when you saw that, did you get that itch to look for the winning match?
No, I didn't. My brain wasn't even there. So no, I did not. I apologize.
Okay. Well,
yeah, did you find it?
No, we both picked Kickapoo Lafarge.
And they won it.
And they both won it. I'm going to check at 235. Well, Kickapoo had a 235. I don't know if I'll be able to find this quick enough, but 4-point swing. Some good drama for sure.
Nice. Regional 2 at Wanakee. 5th place, Baraboo, 100.5. 4th place, River Valley, 105. Madison Memorial at 125. Runner-up was Verona, 141. And Wanakee was your champions at 168.
And you picked Wanakee. I picked Verona. So points
Nice
for the good guys there. Yep.
Yeah. Well,
all
at least
right.
you said it.
Regional 3, the Mineral Point Regional. Fenimore 5th with 54. Then Dodgeville 4th. IGH 3rd. Lancaster 2nd. And we had a feeling we were going to be wrong with our Lancaster pick last week, but wow, the Mineral Point ladies on their home mats, 248 points on their way to a team victory.
They are good. They are good. We did not see this kind of numbers out of them and talent, right? 4th regional was at Evansville. Evansville ladies, the hosts, they were 5th place, 71. Monroe, the Cheesemakers, at 90. 3rd place, 1 point in front of them, was Stoughton. Broadhead Judah was your runner-up, 167. And the Panthers of Oregon, Teague, they won it. So who do we have in this one? I think I picked Oregon, if I remember correctly.
You picked Oregon. I picked Oregon. And made for, yeah.
Once again, way to go us. As far as the sectional race, Teague, tell me who we picked right after I give these stats. Kickapoo Lafarge won the regional, but only qualified 3 out, so I would not have them as one of the top teams for the sectional. Richland Center, 6 qualifiers. Wanakee, 5 qualifiers. Oregon, 7, but guess who's leading the way with the most qualifiers? Yep, you guessed it. That'd be the Pointer Nation. Mineral Point has 8, and they had 5 champs at regionals.
Well, Steve, you picked Wanakee, so doubling up on your regional, and this was where I zigged when everyone else zagged. I didn't pick Mineral Point to win the regional, but I do have the Pointers winning the sectional.
That was an excellent zag, Teague. Nice job.
I feel pretty swell in the it's unofficially, right, since we tied for the regional, is our girls tiebreaker going to be the sectional picks?
Ooh, yeah, we could do that. Well, I should probably take a look at my picks before I agree to that.
Then if we tie in that, then we have a team state champ we can each pick. So
that is true. Teague's been watching a little Brady Bunch action, popping out the swell word. So good job, Teague. Bracket just for you to look at when you're making your picks on.
Oh yeah.
On Thursday, 235 in this one, pretty solid. Top of the bracket, you got Kaylee Durst of Westby, 25-10. Ellie Lenzendorf of Wanakee, 36-7. Those two are both on the top side, along with Adeline Spurgeon of Lancaster, pretty solid record as well. But on the bottom side, here's what's interesting. Lillian Heisner, 20-5 freshman from Mineral Point. And then Evan Gardner, first round matchup. She's 19-6, Madison Memorial. And then here's what's interesting about it. Nora Christensen, a senior, Belmont, Monticello, New Glarus, otherwise known as Sugar River, undefeated, only 9 matches on the year, though. So 235 is going to be a pretty good weight class at Mineral Point. I'm sorry. At, where's that one at? Section E, we'll just say.
It is, yeah. Yep. Someone will tell us in 30 seconds for sectional.
It is in Mineral Point. Nice job. I should have just went with my gut.
When in doubt, Mineral Point's hosting the sectional.
Pretty much in the southwest corner of state.
Waupun, a regional, sectional F now. Columbus 5th, Watertown 4th, Waupun a 3rd, DeForest a 2nd, and just edging out to DeForest, Beaver Dam with 167, Steve.
Crazy.
I'm guessing your mind was not in the final match of the team race mode.
No, for whatever reason, I don't know why. Normally that's something that just pops out right on top of my head, but I did not. So I apologize. Yeah, that's kind of left you hanging on that one.
No, I was gonna see if I find it real quick. Well, I picked DeForest. You picked Beaver Dam. So good. I think we can both feel proud of our picks there.
Right on. That's a crew that did their research. Nice job.
Could have swung either way on that one.
Moving, got another Cougars. Go Cougars. 5th place. This was in Campbellsport. Oostburg, the Flying Dutch Ladies, 82 points. Sheboygan North Teague. Off the top of my head, I do not know what Sheboygan North's mascot is. 87 points. Campbellsport, another Cougars. Oh yeah, wait, they're the host. I already said that one. 117 and a half. Sheboygan South, 193. And yeah, here would have been another good spot to find the team race. Plymouth at 195 and a half. And I'll just click here real quick to see if it was not at, well, you know who clinched it right here is Isabella Fisher at 165. She was the last champion, so she was the clincher. Nice job.
Good work. We both went with Campbellsport, so shout out to the Golden Raiders of Sheboygan North. Oh, yeah, I got Regional 3. Okay.
Yep, you got it. Yep.
I missed my cue there.
There was no cue.
Horicon.
Marsh ladies.
Yep. Hamilton, 5th with 78. Dodgeland, 4th, 95. Horicon, 3rd. Slinger, 2nd with 160. And both of our picks, Hartford Union, 189 points.
Good pick. Nice job, us. Last regional, Ozaki, 80 points. Port Washington, 4th place, 84. Kettle Moraine Lutheran, 87 points. Grafton was your runner-up at 88.5. And Random Lake was your champion at 103.5 points. I bet you we did not get this one right, Teague. This was a tough one.
I picked Grafton. You picked Kewaskum.
Yeah.
This was the one I think the returners at the start of the year, the most either teams had where Grafton had 3 and Kewaskum had 2 or something like that. So it was one of those we knew it could have been blown wide open picks wise.
Well, and Teague, I like that we hold off. Don't tell us who picked the sectional champion yet. I'll tell you, here is who is in the running for it. I think I'll save. Let's see here. Let's go. Random Lake has 4 coming back. Plymouth with 6. They have 3 first place. Horicon had 4. Slinger has 3 at sectionals. Heartland has 6 at sectionals, but in 4 champs. 4 of those were regionals. Here's what's you got to be careful on. And someone, let's see, Andrea beat me to it in the notes. Thanks, Andrea. Waupun had 5 girls at regionals. All 5 are moving on, and they had 3 first place. So watch out for Waupun in this team sectional race.
Not a lot of numbers for Waupun, but a lot of winning the last 2 weeks at conference and regionals. I did go with Hartford. You went with DeForest here, Steve.
Oof. Yeah, looking better for Teague than Steve on this one. And folks, I'm going to tell you what, my bracket of the week, Teague, you're going to have a hard time with this. 126 pounds. I didn't pick it out necessarily because there's any super studettes in it, right? But the worst 2 records in this one go at it first round. 34-11 versus 37-11. That's Elise Federal of Grafton versus Candace Engel of Waupun. But check out all the rest of these.
Did you say the worst 2 records?
Those are the worst 2 records in the bracket, Teague. Yes. That's how good this bracket is. And that's on the bottom side of it. Listen to this. Riley Paulson, Portage, 32-4. First round against Sybil
Gaudaus, is it something like that?
Yep.
Yeah.
She's 15-4 from Kewaskum. Right below that, Emerson Wisink, 38-7 of Campbellsport. Scarlett Shrevey of Oconomowoc, 36-5. And then in the third bracket down, or the
third quadrant.
Third quadrant, thank you. Salomon Benson, 23-4 from Homestead, wrestling Westnath Benish of Sheboygan North, 33-9. So Teague, good luck at 126 pounds when you get there.
I might just put all names in a hat and pull them out that way.
See what comes out, right?
That
Absolutely.
Might be the move.
Yeah, I'm glad you caught that because that's actually impressive. But if the 2 worst records in this one are 34-11 and 37-11, that's solid.
Well, Sectional G, a.k.a. Steve's neck of the woods.
Yeah, where I'm currently at now, where I got the most flack for.
And the most wrong besides the one given.
Oh, no way. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Not good.
5th place, Sun Prairie West, 84. 4th place, Waterloo. Lake Mills, 3rd. Madison La Follette, 2nd. And Lakeside Lutheran, your champs with 167. Oh, by the way, on Friday, Bonduel got 267 and a lot of 6-7 chanting from the
Oh.
team. Yep.
Really? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not fun.
Classic. Well, it was fun for them. Well, how about Lakeside Lutheran, Steve, on both the girls and guys side this year?
Well, here's the thing. You and I didn't pick them. If we'd have saw it preseason, we would we'd be crazy good. But Teague, all year long, we have been mentioning Lakeside Lutheran and the improvement that program has made. So nice job to them.
Yeah, if there's someone that knows what's going on inside that wrestling room, let us know, because official team on the rise here.
All right, next regional is
yes.
Milton, home of my favorite.
Whoa,
Piggly
hang on.
Wiggly.
You wanted to do the one before that, right?
Oh, am I not doing? Oh, I can't mention the. Yeah, you're right. There I am skipping regionals again.
Well, how about you do 2 and 3? Yeah.
All right. Well, let me do. Yeah, but now I blew my whole Piggly Wiggly thing.
Well, you can still do it. You have to do this one.
Yeah, but you just got to let it flow. It's
okay.
Everything's got to flow. I can't believe it. I can't believe I missed this one. What's going on? Maybe I'm just upset with my wrong pick. 5th place, Waukesha South, 62 points. 4th place, Kettle Moraine, 65, and even 100, Waukesha West. And 1 point ahead of them, Fort Atkinson with 101, Teague, and not even close. Don't even check to see where this one was clinched because it's probably clinched in the second round. But Jefferson, the Eagles, 182.5 points. Oh, you want me to do the next one right away, huh?
I chose. Oh, wait, hang on. Sorry, I zoned out for a second.
Yeah, you're good.
I chose Jefferson. Steve chose Fort. And you got to respect Steve for the homer pick there. You went with Fort. And
it wasn't a homer pick. I was expecting them to have 10 girls out, that was like inside information, and that did not work out.
Well, I'm just good at picking, I guess. Yeah. Shout out. Steve does have a Jefferson shirt, and I don't, by the way. So if someone wants to hook me up.
It's not just a Jefferson shirt, Teague. It's a Jefferson sweatshirt, and it is unbelievably comfortable. It's crazy how comfortable that one is. But, all right. Hey, now Teague, Milton, home of my favorite Piggly Wiggly ever to go to. I'm there probably 5 times a week. But here we are. 5th place, Janesville Craig, 124.5. 4th place, Beloit Memorial, 127. Janesville Parker, 160. Whitewater was your runner-up, 187. And your champions, tell me if you've heard this before, with 211 points, Teague, was Milton.
We both picked Milton.
Yeah,
and it was a pretty good race up until the finals. And then Milton did their thing in the finals.
Whitewater, as we said, good. They always have good numbers on the guys' side. Now they're getting that on the girls' side, and almost a full team. Surprised they didn't have that 12th person.
Well, speaking of full team, Steve, how about the Waterford Regional? 8th place, or not 8? What the heck? 5th place, Burlington, 123.5. 4th place, Wilmot Union, 126. Folks, keep in mind, I think this may be the regional with the greatest number of wrestlers in it, because these top 3 teams all had full rosters. West Osha Central, 3rd with 237. Just ahead of them, Badger with 240. And, Steve, they are inevitable. We did not pick them, but maybe we should have, because a Big Muck came through, 276 points in their win.
I'll tell you this, is what's impressive to see all 3 of those schools, but especially Badger and McGuanago. Very much so, and I'm not saying other teams don't, but they wrestle as a team. When one girl is out on the mat, it is the entire teams are cheering them on. There was one match going on. It was for a true 4th place, which I was kind of like, wait, why are they wrestling back for a true 4th? And it was a Badger girl, and you would have thought, Teague, it was the match to go to state. That gym was so loud. And I talked to Josh afterwards. I said, wow, what's going on there? And he goes, well, that was her last match of. She's a senior. And she goes, that was her last match ever. And the whole team, it was loud. It was loud. So it was just fun. I mean, it's fun to see. I really like how much in general the girls cheer for each other. It's a great atmosphere.
Dang, I almost got to be misty-eyed there, Steve.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, because you can feel that emotion, right? And and they were all just happy for her, right? And Teague, here's the thing: they were all happy for her, and it was a great match, and she didn't win. They were all still like happy for her. It was fun. It was fun. I wish I could remember which match it was off the top of my head. I cannot, but there was a lot that happened. So, all right, Teague, that is.
Oh yeah, you do your numbers first.
Yeah, numbers for this sectional, and I think you're gonna like the bracket that I chose for this one. Top girls with numbers wise, Lakeside Lutheran and Jefferson both have 5. I think this team race is going to be exciting. I think a lot of times we just want to hand things to Milton, but here's what you got. Milton has 5, and all 5 were champions, of course, right? McGuanago, can McGuanago with their numbers? Oh, and let me go here. Badger has 5, and they had 3 first. Obviously, we know a couple of their solid wrestlers that they have. McGuanago, right? Can McGuanago with their 8 sectional qualifiers and 5 regional champions, can they get enough of those points to kind of dilute out or stay even with Milton and their 5 powerhouse ladies there? That's the question.
Well, the big question I think is, I don't know if you can consider Brandenburg a peach stopper quite yet, but are there any Albrecht or Yauk stoppers preventing them from getting first? I think is the
correct.
Yeah, and we did both pick Milton. What about a bracket for me to watch for on Thursdays?
Yeah, here's interesting. I don't know if it just changed. I don't remember this, but now I thght they had all 8, and now there's a bye. Dylan Albrecht's listed as a bye, and gosh, maybe we have a Jeremy's on. Maybe he can know if that changed today or not. But 100 pounds, Teague, is very interesting. Alexis Rue of Jefferson is 48-3. She's on the top side, and then on the bottom side you have Dylan Albrecht, who I already mentioned, 36-2. She's already into the semifinals, and down there as well, Sophia Chitwood, 32-2 from Big Muck. So 3 really solid wrestlers there, and I think that's gonna be an interesting weight class.
Love it. The first thing I did after I got home from the bracket reveal yesterday, had to check out the individual sectional brackets. Steve, that was our penultimate sectional. That brings us on the last curve home here. Sectional H.
Go.
Brown Deer, Mesmer, Shorewood. 5th place, Whitefish Bay. Menominee Falls, 4th. Milwaukee Lutheran, 3rd with 90. Brown Deer, Mesmer, Shorewood, 2nd with 135.5. And your champs, the Kennelly-led Milwaukee King, with 225 points.
Right on, brother. All right, moving to West Dallas.
We did not pick them, by the way.
Oh, we picked Brown Deer, right? Both listed, I think. Yeah. Okay. No, Jeremy's saying they didn't change. I could have sworn when I was looking through brackets, they didn't have it, but you know what? When you look at a lot of brackets,
I was going to say, maybe you just need a bracket break, Steve.
Well, bracket brain break. But here we go. Let's go to West Dallas Hale. Central. West Dallas Central had 56 points. Wauwatosa West East had 110. Wisconsin Lutheran, 3rd place, 168.5. West Dallas Hale, 185. And then your champions, Steve, looking really good this year throughout the whole season. New Berlin West Eisenhower, and they had 274.
All right, we both went with New Berlin. This was I think this was our best all-around sectionals for pick, Steve. We were both 3 of 4 in this one.
We're awesome.
Greenfield Regional.
That's the only commentary I have.
I love it. Milwaukee Bayview, 5th with 93. Greenfield, 4th. Martin Luther, 3rd. Milwaukee Reagan, 2nd with 166. And Warriors of Muskego.
Nice.
With 233.
Sweet. Here we go. Last regional. 5th place, Racine Case, 73 points. Oak Creek, 90.5. Kenosha Indian Trail, 132. 2nd place, Racine Horlick Park had 137. And Kenosha Bradford was your champions in the Franklin Regional.
Let's go. And we both picked I like that one because I feel like that was a hard one to make a decision in, and we were confident. We stuck with our gut, and we both picked Bradford.
Steve, in that regional. Nice.
Let's get your take on the numbers here.
Yeah, we've got quite a few in this one to talk about. King had 7 qualifiers, 6 champs. Brown Deer had 5 qualifiers. All 5 of the girls qualified, right? Which is important in this race. 3 champs. Still give King the advantage, though, because of the points returning. King still has 177 points at regionals compared to Brown Deer, so I'll give them the nod on that side. New Berlin West Eisenhower has 8 sectional qualifiers, 7 champs. West Dallas Nathan Hale, 6 sectional qualifiers, but only 1 champ. Muskego, 7 and then 4 champs. And Kenosha Bradford, they have 5 wrestlers at regionals. All 5 qualified and all 5 took first.
All right. Before we do, all right, I guess, our sectional picks here, Steve, were. Sorry, I got off task for a moment, and we got some comments to check out.
Oh, sure.
We both picked New Berlin. I don't think it'll be easy, but I still feel good about the New Berlin pick.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, the 8 qualifiers and 7 champs. That's pretty solid.
So Mike is pumped about Big Muck. I think Jeremy's talking about Dylan's bracket, where another opposing regional only had 1 weight class. Right. Yeah, and then
that's what happened. I thought it changed. Is what. Yep, we're good.
Yeah, Andrea just this could be a good explanation for everyone who doesn't know how the girls' sectional brackets operate, but. The girls' sectional brackets, the way it works, like Andrea said, they're not seeded necessarily. All the regional champions go against girls from another regional that finished second. And interesting, the matrix doesn't shift at all, so it's consistent throughout 14 brackets. But, yeah, just know if you finished first, you wrestle someone who plays second and vice versa. It is 1 match, and if you lose your first match, it's a win or go home.
You're done.
At that one. Yeah, so... High stakes right away. There's going to be some high flying at first rounds. Nicole let us know. Looks like DeForest was down a little bit, but yeah, it happens. And unfortunate that it happens this time of year. But yeah.
Right on.
And I just wanna do this real quick before we finish.
You bet. Tiga, all right, last thing I'll do.
Wolverine! All right. Anyways, Steve.
Hey, my bracket on this one for Teague to look out on is 138. I thought it's going to be pretty interesting. On the bottom side, you have Michaelan Sharp of Kenosha Indian Trail. She's 30-5, a junior. And on the top side, potential semifinal is Amelia Poplowski at 39-2 from, we know her as New Berlin West Eisenhower. And potential second round matchup is Talia Jackson, 34-4. Coached by Shane Kennelly at Milwaukee King.
Let's go. All right. Anything else, Steve-O? You got cake to get to. All right.
I got cake and presents, so you bet.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Tomorrow, we're doing our guys' sectional recap where it's just focusing on team stuff, and then a team sectional preview for all the sectionals. And then Thursday, the mega stream. I don't know what time that's going to be at yet. Definitely after I work. So maybe like 5 o'clock to 9 o'clock. I feel like that's a good time to operate that. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Excellent chat tonight. Great enthusiasm. Until next time, we will catch you on the flip side.